we explored how Plan R allows you to import schedules from Primavera and MS Project. Now let's take a look at how you can use this capability to work with an integrated or consolidated schedule. I'm talking about situations where you receive schedules from your contractors in different formats: Excel, MS Project, Primavera, and need to combine them into a single unified schedule with minimal effort. Typically, partial incompatibility takes a lot of time for manual processing. Plan R can act as your aggregator, transforming all incoming data into a unified format and presenting a consolidated schedule. For example, one contractor sends you a schedule every week in Excel, another in an MS Project, and a third one in Primavera. Let's create a project and separate schedules for each contractor. Next, we import all the schedules. First, Primavera and MS Project. Now, Excel. In Plan R, you can import files of any format using a configured mapping between Excel fields and Plan R. You only need to set this up once, and after that, you can upload schedules without any additional effort. Now, let's create a consolidated schedule. Here as well, you configure the template just once. After each update of the source schedules, you automatically receive a new version of the consolidated schedule, with no extra steps required. Moreover, you can structure your consolidated schedule in any way you need, as long as the activities are properly coded. And finally, if needed, you can export the consolidated schedule into any required format. In the previous video, we explored how Plan R allows you to import schedules from Primavera and MS Project. Now let's take a look at how you can use this capability to work with an integrated or consolidated schedule. I'm talking about situations where you receive schedules from your contractors in different formats: Excel, MS Project, Primavera, and need to combine them into a single unified schedule with minimal effort. Typically, partial incompatibility between MS Project and Primavera, data takes a lot of time for manual processing. Plan R can act as your aggregator, transforming all incoming data into a unified format and presenting a consolidated schedule. For example, one contractor sends you a schedule every week in Excel, another in an MS Project, and a third one in Primavera. Let's create a project and separate schedules for each contractor. Next, we import all the schedules. First, Primavera and MS Project. Now, Excel. In Plan R, you can import files of any format using a configured mapping between Excel fields and Plan R. You only need to set this up once, and after that, you can upload schedules without any additional effort. Now, let's create a consolidated schedule. Here as well, you configure the template just once. After each update of the source schedules, you automatically receive a new version of the consolidated schedule, with no extra steps required. Moreover, you can structure your consolidated schedule in any way you need, as long as the activities are properly coded. And finally, if needed, you can export the consolidated schedule into any required format. Previous video, we explored how PlanR allows you to import schedules from Primavera and MS Project. Now let's take a look at how you can use this capability to work with an integrated or consolidated schedule. I'm talking about situations where you receive schedules from your contractors in different formats: Excel, MS Project, Primavera, and need to combine them into a single unified schedule with minimal effort. Typically, partial incompatibility between MS Project and Primavera, data takes a lot of time for manual processing. PlanR can act as your aggregator, transforming all incoming data into a unified format and presenting a consolidated schedule. For example, one contractor sends you a schedule every week in Excel, another in an MS Project, and a third one in Primavera. Let's create a project and separate schedules for each contractor. Next, we import all the schedules. First, Primavera and MS Project. Now, Excel. In PlanR, you can import files of any format using a configured mapping between Excel fields and PlanR. You only need to set this up once, and after that, you can upload schedules without any additional effort. Now, let's create a consolidated schedule. Here as well, you configure the template just once. After each update of the source schedules, you automatically receive a new version of the consolidated schedule, with no extra steps required. Moreover, you can structure your consolidated schedule in any way you need, as long as the activities are
Tes. Oke. Oke, everyone. Selamat datang kembali ke sesi keempat dari Training Larix EST bersama Elena Nikitina. Sebelum memulai sesi pada malam hari ini, boleh dibantu dulu respon suara ya. Especially for Elena. Can you hear me? Because I have an issue for my connection.
Yes, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, due to my bad connection, I think I will conduct this session without showing my face. Sorry for everyone who coming to this session, but I cannot perform with my ordinary videos. So I will start this meeting with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam rekan-rekan. Good evening everyone. Selamat datang di sesi keempat dari Training Larix EST bersama Elena Nikitina. Selamat datang kembali, selamat bergabung di sesi keempat menuju akhir ya. salah satu sesi terakhir yang nantinya di penghujung sesi ini akan ada penugasan, akan ada ya oleh-oleh sedikit dari Elena untuk rekan-rekan untuk menguji apakah rekan-rekan sejauh ini sudah bisa memahami dan praktikkan langsung tahap-tahap menghasilkan RAB atau BOQ menggunakan Larix EST. Thank you everyone for coming again to this session. Okay. In this session, we will deep dive again with different topics, especially with Elena, to learn more and practice about Larix EST. Untuk rekan-rekan yang sudah bergabung, boleh sambil menunggu. Kita tunggu beberapa rekan-rekan yang mungkin sedang OTW untuk bergabung. Disiapkan juga device dan koneksi terbaiknya supaya bisa mengikuti sesi malam hari ini dengan lebih baik ya, atau lebih lancar, karena akan ada oleh-oleh dari Elena di akhir sesi nanti. Jangan lupa juga untuk rekan-rekan yang di sesi-sesi sebelumnya belum presensi, belum mengisi form feedback juga, atau mengisi link survei yang sedang kami kembangkan, bisa dicek kembali di grup untuk diisi. Jangan sampai terlewat ya, karena sudah sejauh ini jangan sampai ada hal administratif yang terlewat, karena nantinya akan sayang untuk dilewatkan, karena bisa mempengaruhi kelulusan rekan-rekan juga di sesi training kali ini. So without further ado, let's give Elena the time and spot. Okay, Elena, you can start your session.
Okay, thank you, but please let me show my presentation. Okay, I can do it. Today we will have our fourth session, and today we will take a closer look how to work with the architectural models and some plumbing elements like pipes, and they have some specific to work with these types of elements, and we create our own calculation rules for these elements, and make a new calculation for these types of elements today. And after this session, you will have the homework assignment where you can have more practice with Larix EST. It's, I think, I will say a few words about the homework in the end of our session. And now we will speak about the continuing of our work with the calculation rules and how to configure our BOQ and how we can get the quantity takeoff. I think today we can start not a lot for the presentation. Sometimes I can come back to this presentation, but now we can open the Larix EST project. Today we start our work with the EST designer model. So you can open this model. And now okay, firstly, you can log in into the Larix EST. I will remind you that we use the default address and no login and passwords, no request. And now I have a lot of projects, but we work with our project. We work with these projects on all our sessions. And we choose it and open. You will see the project data which we loaded before. And now you need to load new files today. I think I can send the direct link where you can download these files in the chat. One moment. Yes, I sent the link to these materials, but it's the same materials which you can download from the Google platform for our first session. So you can download these files in any time when you need these files. We will work with these files a little bit later, but you can download these files right now. Today we start our session with working with architectural elements, and in architectural models we can find a lot of type of elements, but one specific types it's compounds elements. For example, it can be some finish works, it can be some facade works, it can be some roof works, and some other works where we have a lot of layers, a lot of compounds. And we can work with these layers, with these compounds. We can um, have the information from the material of these elements. And for example, today we will work with this type of elements. It's a wall, and there's a partition with the two layers of gypsum wall board on the both sides on the metal stud layer. It's the example in the homework. You will have almost the construction which look so close to this. It will be the gypsum wall board on the metal stud layer 2. And how you can see this, we have the only one element in the BIM model. So you can see these elements, it's a wall, and you can see a lot of parameters of this wall. So we know that we have two layers of gypsum wall board. On the one side, we have metal stud layer, and we have two layers of the gypsum wall board on the other side. And these types of elements, it's compound element where we have a lot of information in these attributes, and we can use these attributes. The name of material, it's not the only one parameter which we can use. And we can see that we know the volume, the width, we know the area too, and a lot of any other parameters which we have in the BIM model and which we need to work with the calculation. Here you see only a few parameters because it's parameters after adaptation, when model is adapted, and we choose that we need these attributes and work with these attributes with calculations. Other attributes, it's a lot of any other attributes, and we can work with it, but we don't need they right now. So how we can see these elements and how we work with these elements? We can go to the Larix EST, and now we need to choose the architectural model. For example, with the number 1, it's our second version of the model. And now you can, at first, you can open the architectural chain. Later, we will go to our new chain where we create our own rules. Now we just want to see these elements, how they looks like. You can choose the first set. It's the partitions. And for example, you can choose any element in this model. If you want to see the model, you can press this button, I. If you don't want, you can don't do this. And you can choose any element in this list and press right click and show element viewer. You will see all attributes of elements, but to see that attributes that we needed, we can go to the adapter section. Here we have in my elements, which I choose, we have only two layers, and be attention that we have the zero layer. We have the zero layers all time. It's like a first layer. So we have not only one layer here, we have two layers. So zero layer, it's number two. We work with these layers. So we have the leaning of the one gypsum wallboard layer on the metal furring. So we can work with these attributes like we work with the materials of the concrete our last session. But today we will work with filters more. So we don't planning to use a lot of formulas. We will work with filter in our chains. Now you can close this. It's just information, and close the architectural chain and open our new chain. You have the only one. It's just my example. The second chain, we work with this chain on our last session. But if you don't, you can create this chain right now. I'll remember you that you need to right click on the chain section, and we work with the slicking chain. So you need to create this type of chains. It is simple. You just need to put the title and you will have a new chain. If you create a chain on our last session, you can use this chain. We can open our chain, double click. And you can see that we have our concrete walls. We configure these sets on the third session. Now, what you need to do? You can visualize model to see the elements, and you need to choose the new set. If you work in the concrete walls, you will edit the concrete walls. So you can make some changes in this set, but we don't need to make some changes in this set. We need to choose the new set. After this, we need to separate our partitions, and we will do this filter based on the parameters. It will be the category and the names of these compound materials. We will work with this information. Now we need to make a filter to partitions with two layers of the gypsum wallboard on the both sides. So how it will looks like. You can see this in the presentation. All information which we will do today, you can see in this presentation for the session 4, which you can see on the platform, on the Google platform. And here we need to work with 5 number of these layers from 0 to 4. We have 4 layers in these partitions, and we create this filter. The 0, 1, 3, and 4 layer will be the gypsum wallboard, and the second layer will be the metal stud layer. How we can do this? New set, you should stay here, and we need to add a new filter. Press the plus button and add the condition. Here we need to find the category, general category. You can type category and enter, and the attributes will be filtered. General category, we choose it, press OK, and now we can find that the walls. We can find these the same like we do it before with the possible values in our model. You can press this button, possible values, and find walls. It's more categories when from the structural model. We need walls. Choose and press OK. And you can apply to see that we have in this list more than 1,000 elements. It's a lot of these walls. They have the different materials. And now we need to separate our partitions. How we can do this? We can add a new condition with the plus. And we see that we need which attributes we need. We need the attributes of name of material layer, and we can see how they name material layer 0 name at first. Can find name. We have a lot of names now, and we choose 0 name layer 0. And the same, we can use the possible values button and find the gypsum wallboard. And press OK. After this, how we can make our other conditions? We can copy this condition, and we can choose other number of layer. How we can do this? You should find this button. It's called Edit. Press it and press Clone. Clone, it's copy and paste in this in one time. Copy, if you copy, you just need to paste this condition. What we need to do now, we need to change the number of layer. How we can do this? We can press on the layer 0 name and find name layer, first layer name. And choose it. And we can do it one more time, two more time, because we need to clone this, the edit button. It's the not second layer, it's the third layer because the second layer is the metal stud. We have two layers of gypsum wallboard, and in the middle we have the metal stud. And now we choose the third layer. The number of this layer in here, the position, it's you can choose any, but here we need to add 4 layers with gypsum wallboard because we want to calculate these types of partitions. Name 4. And we need to add one more condition. Here we can use plus. And find the second layer, name of second layer. And we can use this button, show possible values. One more time. We need metal stud layer. If you need to change the position for some reasons, you can put it, you can click here and you can put it in the middle of first and the which layer. For some reasons I can't do this. Okay, we don't do this right now. It's nothing changes if we do this. Pay attention because here we can see this logical operator, and so these conditions are we need all these conditions in the same time. So if it will be the walls with these layers, we understand that we have that partitions which we want to calculate. If we put here or, it will be almost different because here we search maybe walls, maybe something with gypsum wall boards in the layer name. It can be something other structures or something with the metal stud layer or something else which we can see here. We need to put here only and. So they should be activated in the same time. And now you can apply these conditions and you can see this number of elements. You can press this button and select these elements on the BIM model. And you want to visualize only these elements, you can press the I button here and they will be filtered on the BIM model. Now we need to create the set of these partitions. So please press filter. We need to create the conditional set with these conditions. And here we need to put the title, but I think at first we can add the work. How we can do this? We need to press plus. And we need to find our partitions. Where we can find this? It's in the walls and partitions manufactured on site. And this is the plasterboard partitions. And this is the first installation of partitions made of 2 layers. Manufacturing process, 2.7 to 0.7.3, and after this, the first number will be that work which we need. It's the 2 layers gypsum plasterboard on the metal stud frame. We just have filtered it. Choose it and press OK. What we need to do now? You can copy the title. Can do this like this, or copy like this and put it in the title. Or maybe we can press in the code and copy title and put it in the title to not type this long name of the work of our set. Here we don't need to have some other conditions. We need to put here only the rules to calculate the quantity. We have the square meters, so we need to calculate the surface area of the walls. What we do, we choose our work on this level, the first level, and go to the quantity area like we do it on our third session, and right click, attributes list, and search area. Geometry area is only one option. Double click and you can see this area in the quantity. Right now, it should highlight it, like all attributes which we use in the calculations. What we can see after this? Here, which you will work. You can see that we have the same name of the second level of work. It's no detailization here, but we have, if you open this work, you will see two materials, and they have some consumption rate of the gypsum boards and wall link, and we don't need to put here any conditions to use these materials. These materials are in this work in our works and resources database, and if we calculate the quantities right now, these materials will be added for our work automatically because they have this consumption rate. We don't have any variance like we see with the concrete. It's only one gypsum board, and we have this consumption rate to multiply it for 4 layers because we have 4 layers and some our coefficients which we need to calculate this quantity, and that's all which we need to do, and we create the calculation rules for these partitions. No difficult formulas here. Now you need to save these changes. Okay, we can agree with it, we clear, and after this we need to save changes in our chain. How we can do this? File, save current document, or save all documents. It doesn't matter. So now we need files which I sent earlier because before this we didn't work with the plumbing models. We work only the architectural and structural models, and we have some additional attributes, some additional works in our project, and we need to load this information in our project. How we can do this? At first, I think we can add a new model. We need to put this model in the model section. Please click on the model section on the right click and choose add model. And here we can see it's plumbing model. It's the same project, but another model. in IMC format. But when you load this model in the Larix EST, you will see that this will be the RVT, because RVT is the source from which we have this IMC file model with our plugins. The CAD system was Revit. So choose it and open. You can see this model in our Project Explorer. What we need to load to, we need to load a new adapter. We have some changes, and we don't do these changes right now. We just load a new adapter and use it. How we can do this? We can choose the adapter section and just import it. It's just a file. All information here can be exported to the files, except the solutions. And we have this adapter, MEP, and open it. And after this, you can choose the plumbing model and add the adapter in the properties. Here you can see we have two adapters, so we don't need to change the adapters to architectural and structural model, but we need to add the adapter to the plumbing model. Please choose this plumbing model because it has some changes, and add the adapter. Choose Properties, Plus, and choose the MEP adapter. But please don't adapt it right now. We need to make some changes. I want to show you how to create a new general attribute here if we need it. And now we need to connect the new version of the our works, resources, and cost database. Here I had loaded this, but you don't. And you need to right click on the CDB section, connect, and go to the second tab, CDB components. And here you will have this button, add file, and you have this file CDB Indonesia 2026 MEP, and open this. I have this, but they load it one more time and press OK. It's just updating our data to work with the plumbing model because we don't have this information in the first version of our work database. So what we need, if you have some issues with the connection, you can press refresh or can press the connect and choose it one more time. We load all information which we need, but when we work with the MEP models, it can be plumbing or any other system, we have some difference from the architectural and structural elements. If we speak about these elements, for example, which specific can be, we have a lot of types of elements which we can see in some types of systems. So if we speak about pipes, we can have the sanitary pipes, we can have some heating pipes and some other pipes. It can be the same materials pipes, but they have different systems. And in our works database, we have not the same works for these types of pipes, and we need to separate these pipes here. For this, we always have the information from the system, from the BIM model, so we can filter it, these pipes from the material, from the system, and any other elements. You have the plumbing chain in these files too. You can load it later and see some more information how to work with it. But now we will calculate the Cooper sanitary pipes. And for this, we need the new attribute. We didn't use this attribute before. So we need to create this attribute. We have this attribute in the BIM model, but it's that case when you need to add some new information. It is simple, nothing difficult here. Only thing that you need, we have the mapping in the adapter for these attributes because we work with the adapter on our last session. So now we don't need this, but how we can add a new attribute? We can open the management, we can open the general attributes. And here you can see all attributes which we use in the calculations. For example, it can be the general sections. I have this attribute, but I think I can delete it. Now, to create a new. So you can use the general sections. We have the sections to navigate the attributes. And here we can press right click and create a text attribute. Only two types of attributes. System is a text, it's not some number. So create a text attribute, and we need the same name. Please type the same name, like here, system type. Because we have mapping in the adapter. I put the title to name and title because title is that title which we can use in the reports. If you want to separate the systems by these attributes and this title you will see in the reports. And after this, you need to click this green button save and save one more time. We can load general attributes too, but it's just some practice how to we can add this information. But it is important that this is not a new attribute in the model. So we have, if you open the adapter MEP and choose the plumbing model, find the system type. We have made this mapping earlier, and so we have this information in the BIM model. We just add the new attribute with which we can map this attribute from our model. If you need to add a new attribute, we can do this. We can do this in the manager. We have this software too. It's I say on the our first session so that we can work with Larix Manager in the same time with Larix EST because you have the first mode of this manager. It's free mode. And here you can add some new information to BIM model, but it's not the theme of our session. So we don't create some new information in the model. It's just to adaptation model. We can do this, but we don't do it right now. So after this, what we need to do, if you close the chain, please open your new chain, which you created earlier, with which we worked. And please adaptate the plumbing model. Now you can do this. choose a plumbing model and press the adapt. The adaptation will be started, and we need to wait the end of this adaptation. My adaptation is ended right now. And when your adaptation will be ended, please enable this model, plumbing. We need to put indicator here to see these elements. The architectural model can be enabled too. You can show the elements in your chain, you will see the architectural, and you can see the plumbing model, but these elements are in the architectural model inside this. And what we need to do after this, we need to create a new set to calculate the pipes. We need to choose a new set and add a condition like we do before. Please edit plus condition, and we at first we need to separate the sanitary system. So we need our new attribute, general system type, and press OK. Here we don't work with the exactly name of this system. We press equal and type the sanitary. And you can apply this information after this. We will see a lot of elements, more than 1,400 elements. And now we can visualize these elements. If you want to see this, select and visualize, so you can see this system. But we need to work with pipes. For this, you should add the new condition, and we use the simple attributes category in the system private attributes, which we used before. And we can press our button to possible values and find pipes. We have a lot of categories right now because it's two models, two different models. They have the different categories. They have some the same categories, but a lot of these categories are unique from these models. We can find pipes. You can apply one more time, and you can see these pipes. But we will calculate the Cooper pipes. How we can do this? We need to add a new condition, and we have the information from the material in the type. In the type, we will have this information. It's PVC pipes, but we have Cooper pipes too in this model. We need to add a condition, find type, not system type. It's just system type. It's a name of the system. Type is in this case, it's a name of elements, and we can see the information from the material in these attributes. Choose it and use equal. Excuse me, not equal. Now we use contains, yes. And Cooper. So the system type contains sanitary, category equal pipes, and type contain Cooper. So we just combine the attributes to separate needed information and apply. We work with some base attributes from Revit. It's not something special for these attributes. But when we speak about the automatization of these calculations, in all cases, we have some requires for this BIM model, which attributes we need, which information we need, and which attributes we can use in these calculations. Now we'll work with the BIM model, but the same we can work with these requires. So we have these Cooper pipes. There are not a lot of these pipes, but we have they. And we can make the conditional set. So press filter here in the end of the list of element. This button filter. Here, I think we can type the name Cooper sanitary pipes. Forget something. Cooper sanitary pipes. And we can add the work from our work list. Press add button plus here. And you can see that we are in the plasterboard partition section, but we don't need this. We need the work from the internal networks water supply. And we need this work installation of sewer pipelines. 2.14.3.4.2.1. And choose it. Installation of sewer pipelines in the internal networks water supply. Okay. We can see this work. It's the same. We need to put some calculation rules here. It will be one more difficult, like the architectural. So how we can do this? We use the meters like the unit of measurement. So we need to calculate the length. We need to choose installation of sewer pipelines, our first level work. We always start our calculation from our first level, and put here the quantity rule, quantity calculation rule. Right click, attributes list, and just like we do before, but we need to find the geometry length. You can copy this attribute, and we need to make the calculation rules to the second level of our work. We have two options, Cooper or PVC pipes. We filtered that in these sets we have only Cooper pipes, so we don't need to put here any conditions, but we need to put here the calculation rule, because here you can see the some consumption rate. If you remember, when we work with the architectural elements, we can see some consumption rates on the work, on the materials, but here we can see this, and we need to put here the calculation rules. Please choose it, just put the length. It's the same like on the first level. Nothing special. We just calculate the length. But we have two diameters of pipes, two types of these pipes. In our BIM model is two options. It's 4 and 2 millimeters diameters, oh, no, millimeters. And here we can use some formulas like we do it on our last session with the concrete, but they will be simpler. We can choose the Cooper pipe, this first, with the 4, with diameter of 4. And what we need to do after this? Yes, we need to put here the our function to make a condition. It's if. Nothing difficult. It's like Excel function. If something is true, so please calculate the volume like this information. Or if something is untrue, please do not calculate this Cooper pipe. Choose another one, like this. And how we can do this? We choose the Cooper pipe with the 4 diameter and go to the quantity area, open the function list and scroll till the end to find the function if. I have some problems with Zoom window and yes, to find this function if. With double click, you can put it here. And no other functions, we just need to understand that the diameter is 4 in the model. How we can put this condition here? The diameter should be equal the 4. So you just open the attribute list, find the diameter, and after this diameter, exactly right when the name of the attribute ends, put 2 equal signs and put that the diameter should be equal 4. Be attention, it should be 2 equal signs. And after this, between the commas, we need to put the calculation rule. Nothing difficult, it's just length. We open the attribute list and add here length. And after the last comma, we put 0. So what it means that if the value of the diameter of pipe in the BIM model would be 4, so the program will calculate the length of this pipe. If it is untrue, the volume will be not calculated. And so it's a rule to choose the right diameter of pipe, because we have different pipes in our database. Please copy this rule and make the same, but put here another diameter. We have only 2 options, 4 and 2. That's all that we need to calculate these pipes. We don't work with the PVC pipes right now. We calculate the Cooper pipes and save. Yes. And we need to change. We need to save our changes and please press File, Save Current Document. What we can do now? We can calculate our new BOQ and see the result of our work. We configure the rules from some different types of elements. It's a structural elements, it's architectural elements, compounds elements. We will have a lot of materials, the plumbing elements like pipes and we will work with these types of elements. So now you can calculate almost all the types of these elements, direct and indirect calculations like we do with the formworks and the rebars on the last session. And now we need to calculate this. You can close all windows in the right side. We now need to choose the models which we want to calculate. You can choose the structural, plumbing and architectural model, but please be intention that structural and architectural models don't need to be duplicate. We need to activate free models. So free models need the green indicator. One architectural model, one structural model, one plumbing model. And we need to activate our chains. Please be attention that all chains which we loaded before should be red, have the red indicator, but the new chain with which we work in this session should be green. Two green indicators. And after this, we can send for calculation. Press this button is our new calculation. New calculation, maybe. You need to put some title here, some title of calculation, and send to calculation. I hope you will see this window that building solution completed successfully. When you wait, I can say something about the unsuccessful calculations. If you try to calculate some BOIQ without active chains, active models, without work on cost database, it will be the unsuccessful calculation. You can do this and you can see this calculation in the EST analyzer because they have no data to see. Some calculations with errors can be if you make some mistakes in chains, but it's not logical mistakes, it's like technical mistakes when you skip some part of functions, maybe maybe when you use some attributes which are not in the general attributes list or something else. The program will tell you about this. So if you open the solution section, you will see that we have some field with the error description, and if your solution is not finished well done, you will see this error description and to understand why it is not successful. But if we speak about the main work with the program, we have the successful calculations, solutions, and we can work with this information in the EST analyzer. But maybe you can forget to activate the chain. It can be the error in the program because we need the information how to calculate the quantities. We can open the EST analyzer to see the result which we have. Default address, no login and password required, and press OK. We have not so many projects. We have only one project. and you can open this project. Here you can see all your calculations. And right-click and activate your new calculation. We need to refresh data in the Reports by Solution section by this icon or by the right-click. And we can open, maybe we can open the calculation right now. We have these reports, we loaded these before from our first session. And refresh our report to see the result. So we will see what we will see. It's just the sections, and the title is the information from them for the name of works and materials. Here we can see that we calculated the concrete walls. We calculated this before, and our chain include this information. But we can see that we calculate the new works, calculate the installation of sewer pipelines and installation of partitions. And we can see that I told you that the wall leaning metal studded gypsum boards like materials will be added automatically. So you can see these materials in the our BOQ, and you can see that the quantity of gypsum boards is more than the quantity of the installation of partitions, because we have 4 layers of the these gypsum boards, and here we can see all quantity that we need to make these partitions. It's just because of consumption rate. If you want to see this consumption rate here, you can see this. We just need to search the field here. It's called, one moment, expenditure here. You can search it here. And for example, we can use the expenditure which called recalc. What it means? It means we have the expenditure from the database, and we have expenditure which we calculate from the our BOQ. For example, it's the expenditure of the rebars, which we calculate on the 1 cubic meters on the our concrete walls. It's the project expenditure. We don't have this information in the database because we can't put this information here. And if you need to open solution results, you can open it like this or like double click and put the expenditure in the data area. For example, it can be the first field in the data area, and refresh it. So here you can see that the gypsum boards have the consumption rate, the expenditure more than 4 on the 1 square meter. And you can see, for example, that rebars have this expenditure to the 1 cubic meter of the concrete walls. In the project information, because we don't know how many rebars we need to make the 1 cubic meter of the concrete walls. Only designer can tell this information to us. And if you want to see what you just calculated, you can maybe you can choose the pipelines or partitions. What do you want? And click in the quantity field and highlight these elements on the BIM model. They will be highlighting. We do it in the first and our second session, and you will see these elements. And if you want to see in the list, you can press the fourth from the end button here, and you will see these elements. I think that's all information about calculation, any types, a lot of types of elements. Of course, we have some other types of elements, but I think it's the main types which we have to work with the structural, architectural, and some MP models. On our last session, we will work with the unmodulated elements. It's some another type, and we can answer some questions if you will have it. But now I want to speak about the homework assignment which you will have after this session. I need to open the presentation. You can, I think, you can find it on the platform, and we can send the link to in the chat. But now I want to speak about the formats which you will have. You will have the presentation too with the steps for the homework assignment. It's have 6 steps, and I think that you can make only 2 from the calculation rules. It can be structural plus architectural, or architectural plus MEP elements. It will be pipes too. It's almost the same like we do on our sessions, but some difference in the filter, some difference in the works, but they are very close. You can choose which sections are closer for you, and you will work with the same models, and you will have the new information. We will have information of a new project, and here you can see all steps how to work with this information, how to load this project, how to create some rules for the work from this assignment, and some other information how to do it step by step. And in the end, you will see the one more time. I need to go to the end. The yes, yes, the results. Like the results, you can send for me the BOQ file which you generate in the last step. It's the result of the calculation which you made in this homework assignment, and the project file. We didn't work with these functions, but if you want to export some information from the Larix EST, you can do this in the project dispatcher, in the project browser. You can work here with this information. It's full steps how to do this, how to open the project browser, how to export, how to choose the needed information, and how you can do this. And you need to send this file, and I can check all information, all questions what you will have. That's all. If you have some questions, you can ask these questions in the chat. And I think now I can find the link to these materials. You can find this on the training session 4 on the Google Class, the homework assignment.
Oke, sembari menunggu Elena mengirimkan ini ya, link. While we waiting you to send the link, Elena, I will remind the participant to fill out the form. Jangan lupa untuk mengisi presensi ya rekan-rekan, terutama untuk hari ini. Jangan lupa diisi presensinya, jangan sampai terlewat karena sudah sejauh ini ya sudah sampai sesi 4, urusan atau hal-hal yang berhubungan dengan administratif jangan sampai terlewat ya, karena akan sangat berpengaruh juga untuk cari kelulusan rekan-rekan, selain harus juga mengerjakan oleh-oleh ya atau review berupa homework dari Elena. Okay, I think there's one question, Elena, on the room chat.
Yes, it's about the homework. The deadline is our next session. So, because I think you need to ask some questions on the next session, maybe. So it's you have a week.
Ya, it's about a week ya rekan-rekan, sampai di pertemuan berikutnya pekan depan. Kan ada weekend dan sepertinya ada tanggal merah, jadi bisa dimaksimalkan ya untuk mereview rekaman yang nanti bisa teman-teman putar ulang baik dari sesi 1 sampai sesi 4 di live stream dan record yang juga sudah secara berkala diupload oleh tim di Google Classroom. Berikut juga materi-materi lain yang barangkali beberapa stepnya terlewat dan dibutuhkan untuk mengerjakan homework atau tugas dari Elena di sesi 4 kali ini. Oke, ada lagi yang ingin ditanyakan kepada Elena sebelum sebelum memproses tugasnya? Tadi ada beberapa aspek yang sudah disampaikan Elena, kalau boleh ya memilih 2 section saja. Bisa dikirim ya tugasnya di sesi homework di Google Classroom. Jadi semua sudah disetting di Google Classroom, jadi rekan-rekan bisa update kembali, dicek kembali di bagian mana saja Google Classroom bisa digunakan untuk mengirimkan tugas. Karena biasanya memang training-training sebelumnya juga Zotov rutin menggunakan Google Classroom untuk mengumpulkan tugas dari rekan-rekan yang mengikuti sesi training. Pun di sana juga sudah lengkap ya, materi dari Elena selalu diperbarui setiap sesinya. Berikut juga kode peserta, barangkali ada yang terlewat nih dan belum hafal kode pesertanya, padahal sangat penting ya untuk mengisi link presensi karena membutuhkan kode peserta. Oke, ada lagi yang ingin disampaikan kepada atau ditanyakan kepada Elena? Kita masih punya beberapa menit ke depan. If there's another question, just send it on the room chat, or maybe there's a specific thing that everyone or anyone who wants to discuss with Elena about this exact session. Sangat terbuka juga. Kita akan tunggu beberapa menit ke depan ya. We will wait until a few minutes ahead. While waiting, maybe there's another participant who wants to ask or discuss about the specific things about Larix EST. Coba berikan reaction angka 1 di kolom komentar kalau rekan-rekan 70% memahami sesi kali ini. Wih, Pak Hidayat Karim ini kayaknya cocok nih dijadikan best participant karena selalu hadir tepat waktu, kemudian selalu responsif ya. Oke, rekan-rekan yang lain gimana nih? Coba angka 2 dah, kalau ya sosok lah, masih perlu mengulang sesi nih lewat record. Oh, ada nih. Oke, nggak apa-apa. Oke. Saya mau tanya, jadi email yang saya pakai buat kirim presensi di laptop sama di handphone berbeda. Email yang pakai buat ngirim presensi, tapi nama dan kodenya sama. Yang penting nama dan kodenya sama, Kak. Ya itu aja dah, yang penting nama dan kodenya sama. Itu aja. Semoga menjawab ya, Kak Anggita Ayu. Oke. Selain angka 1 dan angka 2, barangkali ada nggak yang coba kirim reaction angka 3 kalau masih 50% ke bawah nih. Masih agak bingung untuk penjelasan sesi kali ini. Ada? Atau mayoritas ngikut kubu 1 dan 2 nih? So Elena, I asked the participant if they really understand about the whole explanation. They will send number 1 code, and the rest participant who sent number 2 on the room chat is everyone or participant who 50% understand with your all explanation this session.
Okay,
Zinanya Kak.
I think I want to say one thing. So if you work with
Okay.
the Larix EST like a simple user, so you are not the person who configure these rules, the person who is the owner of this system, and create some methodical information. You can do what we do on our first and second session. It's just work with projects. It's create some new reports, make new calculations with the pre-configured data. It's only thing that you need. So our last 2 sessions, it's maybe more difficult to the simple users, but it is needed for that users who need to configure these rules once. I want to remember you that you don't need to do this for many projects. You need to do only one time and work with this information. So if you just calculate the pre-configured information, it's the first and second session. We work with this information earlier. Now we configure and set the rules in the software.
Oke, semoga penjelasan tambahan dari Elena bisa memperkuat kontekstualisasi yang rekan-rekan dapat di sesi kali ini ya. Oke, untuk pertanyaan dari Pak Fajar, ada ya Pak, cuman untuk sesi kali ini belum bisa kami sampaikan brand atau company-nya. Kalau memang akan ada bentuk atau bentuk niatan lain dari atau tindak lanjut dari pertanyaan ini, boleh nanti disampaikan langsung saja PC ke tim supaya informasinya lebih terkontekstualisasi ya kami menyampaikannya. Oke. Ada lagi yang ingin rekan-rekan sampaikan? Oke, Pak Fajar. Yang ingin ada lagi? If there is any question, we will wait until maybe 10 minutes ahead. Jangan lupa presensinya, jangan lupa screenshotnya, karena jangan sampai terlewat ya hal-hal administratif yang nantinya akan berhubungan dengan kelulusan rekan-rekan. Kan sayang begitu sudah sejauh ini, sudah sepadat ini insight yang didapat tapi terkendala hal-hal administratif. There's no question, rekan-rekan? Aman? Kalau aman coba kasih reaction jempol. Cukup aman dan cukup. Coba beri atau kirimkan reaction jempol ke room chat. Oke. Yang lain aman juga? Pak Fajar saja nih yang aman nih. Nah, oke. I think there's no question from participant Elena. And yeah, if you want to add some conclusion or enough?
I think no, it's enough.
Okay, thank you Elena, and thank you for all the participants who still haven't motivation ya, maybe atau spirit untuk selalu konsisten datang, consistently attending until this fourth session. I think that's all for this session. Jangan lupa homeworknya, jangan lupa tasknya yang nanti detail pengerjaannya dan atau instruksinya bisa dilihat lagi di Google Classroom. See you on the next week for the last session. Semoga nanti pengerjaan tugasnya juga maksimal ya, supaya di sesi terakhir bisa ditanyakan langsung dan rekan-rekan bisa mendapat insight praktikal selama sesi training Larix EST ini. Dan ya, have a great rest for everyone, and thank you, and see you on the next session. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank